Good morning, you guys. So, last night was the first night I had good sleep, and I heard a phrase in my dream. So I looked it up, and this was the first. Well, first of all, I had a part of my dream where I went out my back door, and I seen a pig that was like this color right here, this brown color, and it was elongated. And then at some point of the dream, it switched, and I heard embryo identical ability. Embryo. When I see, well, first of all, when I seen this, I shut my door. It's like the back part of going out the back door of my going out the back door. It was like a pig pen on the back. It's like my patio, and then on the the rest of what is grass, you might can hear the man out there blowing. It was a pig pen, and I seen this long brown pig. It was longer than this. It looked mutated. And then the dream switched, and I heard embryo identical ability. And it was like identical ability was one word. So when I looked it up this morning, um, this was the first thing I saw. This national. This is the first link that I clicked, and when I saw the pig, I realized that the phrase and the pig and cloning were all connected. You guys, I had a doctor's visit yesterday, and I'm kind of having an issue with my doctor. Probably gonna just switch. But yesterday I was just joking with my friend. I was like, I had to do like a urine collection for 24 hours. And then when I went in, they told me I had to draw blood. Well, the lady was really nice, Christian lady, the phlebotomist. But they took like 6 vials of blood, and I was telling my friend, I was like, man, they're gonna upload my all this blood in the DNA database. Just joking around, because I am kind of paranoid about that. But anyway, I went to sleep. I did try to catch up on YouTube videos. I'll talk about maybe my last video that I put out a couple days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago, later. So I click on this, and just skimming through some of this. I looked up because the term embryo identical ability was in here somewhere, and it says natural clones, also known as identical twins, occur in humans and other animals. That one kind of caught my attention. I don't know why, but maybe the word natural clones, okay? And it says, what are some of the types of artificial cloning? Gene cloning produces copies of genes. Reproductive cloning produces copies of whole animals. And therapeutic cloning produces embryonic stem cells. Embryonic stem cells for experiments aimed at creating tissues to replace injured, diseased tissues. And I go on. There's two other things that caught my attention, you guys. How are animals cloned? I didn't read too much into that. It says, what animals have been cloned? Identical mice. Shortly after that, research produced the first genetically identical cows, sheep, and chickens by transfer of the nucleus of a cell. Dolly, of course. 2 years later, Japanese cloned 8 calves from a single cow, but only 4 survived. Besides sheep and cattle, other mammals have been cloned from somatic cells include cat, dog, deer, horse, mule, ox, rabbit, and rat, and rhesus monkey. I think it's well, a whole lot more than that. And then I get down to this. I don't see anything about pigs, but I think the pig in the picture up front was for the Lord to draw my attention to this particular article. Then it gets down to humans. Despite several highly publicized claims, human cloning still appears to be fiction. You guys, I don't believe that. I've seen videos on the cloning center, especially with celebrities and presidents and high officials, Saddam Hussein, all these huge leaders, Jimmy Carter, Saddam Hussein, celebrities. One celebrity came out. He's been talking about it a lot. I guess he was born into this particular sect or cult or whatever. Anyway, it says South Korea claims to have successfully cloned a human embryo, but said the experiment was interrupted very early when the clone was just a group of 4 cells. In 2002, Clonaid, part of a religious group that believes humans were created by extraterrestrials, the devil is a liar, held a news conference to announce the birth of what they claim to be the first cloned human, a girl named Eve. A group that believes, a religious group, you see how they put that in there? A cult, a satanic cult, if you ask me. That sounds very much like the Roman Catholic Church that believes extraterrestrials are our brothers, and the Pope has welcomed them. A group that believes that humans were created by extraterrestrials claimed to be the first cloned, announced the birth of the first cloned human, and they named her Eve. How disrespectful. Clonaid never provided any evidence to confirm the existence of this clone or the other 12 human clones it reportedly created. That's a typo, I guess. I think that's it. This kind of got my blood pressure up. Not sure why. Maybe it'll be a story coming out here soon. The pig in my dream had a very elongated body. It looked abnormal, and it was disgusting looking. I shut my door. The only thing that really caught my attention this morning, this just came on a few minutes ago on CBS this morning, was vaccines. This thing about the vaccines and the measles outbreak in Washington State. Something about that just caught my attention. A mother was against it, but now she's got her sons on TV who are, saying, hey, I should have had vaccines. Now one is 18, the other one is 16, thinking about going to get vaccinated on his own. He's going to get all these vaccines despite his mother's concerns. And they are, of course, calling it conspiracy, unfounded scientific conspiracy theories about vaccines. When, you guys, I put out a video or shared a video about the vaccine that they are going to put in most common, I think it was the flu or something, and supposedly only in Afghanistan, to the God vaccine, to block the mental thought process of religious radicals, block out religious radicals and use it for ISIS and those different terrorist, extremist Muslim groups. But we all know that it's coming here to the United States. They'll do anything to try to silence the so-called religious radicals, the Christians. those in relationship with Jesus Christ. All right, I don't want to ramble on too much. Just thought that was very interesting. And identical embryo, identical abilities. I'm interested to see what the Lord is going to show forth after this particular dream. Okay? God bless y'all. I'll talk with you later.